The second part of this review is a little bit closer to the test. I only changed the numbers and the name. Every other word is exactly the same. Okay? So I'm going to read 2A, and I want you to be thinking about what I might draw. Jack harvests the strawberries and tomatoes in his garden. He picks 13/5 kilograms less strawberries in the morning than in the afternoon. If Jack picks 23/4 kilograms in the morning, how many kilograms of strawberries does he pick in the afternoon? Explain your answer using words, pictures, or equations. Okay, I notice I need to do something before I really get started on this problem. What do you think it is, Nicole?
You have to find the common denominator.
Well, let's wait on that. How about a couple tape diagrams? Morning and afternoon, right?
Yep.
Okay, now it says he picks less in the morning. So which tape diagram needs to be longer?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. So make the afternoon a little bit longer than the morning. Okay? And I'm going to put a dotted line here. He picks 13/5 less in the morning than he does in the afternoon. So that means in the afternoon he picks 13/5 more. And the total he picks in the morning is 23/4. Now, I don't like these improper fractions because when I start working with the number 23, and if I have to multiply it times 5, it's going to be very large for me. So instead of an improper fraction, what's a better choice here?
You could make it 5 and 3/4.
Okay, let's see if she's right. She says make this 5 3/4. How many times does 4 go into 23?
Because it's just like division.
5 times. And how many are left over? 3/4. Now another way to do that, 23 divided by 4, if you want to be sure of your answer. Is she right? Okay, so that's how much he picks in the morning. 13/5. 13 divided by 5. How many times does 5 go into 13?
2.
Okay, how many are left?
3.
So 2 3/5. Okay, so here's the question. If Jack picks this much, how much does he pick in the afternoon?
You can
So what do I need to do here?
add 5 3/4 plus.
I can, because I know this is the same as the morning. So we're going to add 5 3/4 plus 2 3/5. Would you like to add your whole numbers before you ever write it down?
Yeah.
What's 5 plus 2?
7.
Okay, then when you write this down, save yourself a step. Put 3/4 in your parentheses and 3/5 in your parentheses. Because I added the 2 and the 5 together to get 7. Okay, common denominator. Ethan? Yes. This time, we're not just going to divide one into the other. What do we do to get our denominator this time? Multiply them together. Now, this is the only one on the test that is like that. The rest, you're going to pick the largest denominator. Yes, I just told you an answer, and it's the second time I've told you. Okay, I see the same thing again. A whole number with an improper fraction. Okay, so add a whole, either in your head or the Zern way. So how much
8 and 7.
did he pick in the afternoon?
8 and 7/20.
8 and 7/20. We will come back to this. This was a two-step problem, but those first two steps were easy. They were just changing it to mixed numbers. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at B. It says Jack also picks tomatoes from his garden. He picked 4 6/10 kilograms, but 2.5 were rotten and had to be thrown away. Now here's a pretty good thing to underline. It tells me what I'm going to do. If I draw a tape diagram, George, what's the total he picked? Good. 6/10. Good. And 2.5 were rotten. Should I make this a fraction? Yes. So he threw those away. How many did he get to keep? How many kilograms did he get?
No.
Who's he out? What am I going to do to solve this problem? Says threw away. So is that add or subtract? Subtract. So 4 6/10. You want to do your whole numbers first? What's 4 minus 2? So 2 6/10 minus 1/2. All right. I don't know why, but I feel like we aren't paying attention. Maybe because you haven't written down what I have. Okay, so Lily, what's my common denominator this time? 10. Because?
2 goes into 10.
Good. So 2 times what equals 10?
5.
That makes sense. 1/2 is equivalent to 5/10. Okay, so we have 2 and 6 minus 5/10. 2 and 1/10. Okay, so that's how many tomatoes. You know, I keep forgetting to write my sentences, boys and girls.
Wait.
That's how many were not rotten.
So
Now, I really kind of think Jack needs to get out there and pick tomatoes more often. What do you think? So they don't get rotten so fast. Okay. If you did not write this, you might want to go ahead and do that, because if I let you use this for the test, you're going to want to have the information in front of you. So quickly get that written down.
I should have put it there because people are kind of losing. So 2.
Can we talk about that later, because I'm recording?
Sure.
Thanks. Okay, now I'm just going to tell you ahead of time. When I'm going to read C to you, but you are going to need information from A and B to figure out C. So, no, just wait. After throwing away the rotten tomatoes, did Jack get more kilograms of strawberries or tomatoes? How many more kilograms? Okay, first of all, which is more, strawberries or tomatoes? Okay, we know that ahead of time. Let's do this. Strawberries are greater than tomatoes. Okay? But that's not all of it. How many more? When it says how many more, what am I going to do?
You're going to have to subtract.
You're going to have to subtract. Now, this is the trick part. So I need you to listen. If I just go up here and I pick my answer from here and I subtract my answer from B, it's going to be wrong. Because this is not my total amount of strawberries picked. This is just the afternoon. That's the trick part. They're trying to get you to just take 8 7/20 minus 2 1/10 and get the wrong answer. Don't do it. What's the total amount of strawberries? Morning plus afternoon.
So you have to add.
So I've got to add those two together first.
15.
Okay, just a minute. 5 3/4. Plus 8 and, what was that number, 7/20?
Wait, is this all?
Okay, so that is the total amount of strawberries. We know the total amount of tomatoes, 2 1/10 kilograms, right? Okay. So when I add this, you want to do your whole numbers first, right? Okay. So 5 plus 8,
13.
3/4 plus 7/20. Sebastian, what's the denominator? 20. Why do you say 20?
4 goes into 20 and 20 goes into 20.
Okay, good. 4 times what equals 20?
5.
Whoops. And this is times 1. Okay, what's 15 plus 7?
22.
So 22/20.
So
Again, whole number, improper fraction. You know what to do. Shh. This is not the answer.
I mean, but the answer to this problem. I mean, like, to this part.
Okay, so what's the answer to this part?
14 and
1
20.
10. 14 and 1/10.
Okay, why do you say 1/10?
Because 2 can go into 20.
Because I need to simplify this. So 2/20. So, Christian's right. 2 goes into 20, so we divide by 2. 2 divided by 2, what is it?
1.
And 20 divided by 2. So it's 14 and 1/10, which is actually quite convenient because I've got 10 for denominator right there. So I'm going to subtract my strawberries minus my tomatoes. And what's the answer? 12. Now, you know, when you got the same fraction, they kind of cancel each other out because 1/10 minus 1/10 is 0, which is nothing. Okay? So that's why I sometimes cross those out when they match, all right? So 12 kilograms more strawberries and tomatoes. What was his name? Jack picked 12 kilograms more strawberries than tomatoes. When you get ready to do your test tomorrow, make sure you don't forget the sentences like I did today when we reviewed. Okay? All right.